And then they released the brackets for the TBS title here. And
Yeah,
they mentioned that 4 people will have buys into the second round.
right. So the opening round will have so the 4 with buys are Thunder Rosa, Jade Cargill, Nyla Rose, and Chris Statlander, who are ranked 2, 3, 4, and 5 in the rankings. So that's where they get there. And Ty Conti is obviously out of this tournament as she's earmarked as the next contender for Britt Baker's title. So the opening round, we'll see Anna Jay versus Jamie Hayter. The winner faces Thunder Rosa. The Bunny versus Red Velvet. The winner will face Jade Cargill. Serena Deeb versus Hikaru Shida, and the winner faces Nyla Rose. And Penelope Ford versus Ruby Soho, and the winner taking on Chris Statlander. And that will begin on Saturday.
You have any picks? Who's your pick?
I'd say off the top of my head right now, I'm looking at Thunder Rosa.
Me too. I thought that they'd had Rosa positioned.
I think it should be Thunder Rosa and Ruby Soho in the final. I think that's, although Jade Cargill is in this, and that's going to be the big match. If you look at Anna Jay and Jamie Hayter, that should set up, I think, Hayter with Rosa and Cargill. You could do the Bunny or Velvet. It's a rematch with Velvet. Regardless, I see Jade advancing and Thunder Rosa advancing, and the winner of that then goes to the final to face, I guess we'll see here where, Ruby Soho probably advances at least 1, if not 2 rounds. I see Ruby Soho in the final against either Rosa or Jade Cargill.
Yeah, I actually see Jade in the final. Rosa and Jade being on the same side of the bracket is, I think, one of the more interesting ones, because
I think you're right. I think Thunder Rosa should be saved for Baker anyway. And you could see Cargill and Ruby Soho in the final. That's certainly one potential pairing.
The top picks to me are certainly, Thunder Rosa, Jade Cargill, or Ruby Soho. But Rosa, her ultimate destination is Britt Baker. Her winning the TBS title, I don't know if necessarily puts her closer to that big dream match or big rematch or further away. But I suppose she can afford a loss if she's going to ultimately challenge Britt Baker. So maybe Cargill Soho finals. And then after that, maybe Cargill champion. Can she be in a position right now where she can carry a belt and continue to have these sort of dominant performances every single week? Or do they still consider her, relatively in need of that experience? I don't know, but I think both would be great choices.